Hey y'all, it's your boy Pt1, and you're watching Pt1's World. I just want to welcome back to my channel. If y'all are watching this, you already know what this video is about. We're doing the story time of when two of my friends almost fought back in college. I think I'm going to title it, Be Careful Who You Befriend. That's going to be the title of this video. All right, so to start this video off, first, I just want to know, how y'all doing? How has it been? I feel like February just moving so slow. I'm ready for March to come. March is my birthday month. Pisces gang, you already know what it is. Point blank period. Okay, so let me get into this story. So this story gonna be two parts. Okay, so it comes out on Friday, then Saturday part two will come, and if it needs to be a part three, then part three will come on Sunday. Anyway, so I'm gonna start this story. I have to go back. I need the backstory of the friend group. So as you know, the first day of college, if you went to college, first day of college, move-in day, you come to school, you get your if your financial stuff is not situated, um before you move in and stuff, that needs to be situated as of student loans and stuff, whether you can qualify for FAFSA. They have the financial aid people. Well, not financial aid, but what these people call the financial people at the college, okay? That go over all that stuff. They'll help you get it. So I had to go through that because also if you went to college, you would know they base whether or not you can get stuff like FAFSA and TAP. They base that off of 2 years prior income. So say if you go into college in 2020, so they will use your finances of 2018, which means if you made $2,100,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
which means if you made say for example you made $200,000, right, in 2018, well, your parents or whatever, right, say they made $200,000, and it's like a family of four, so they will calculate how much you can or cannot get in order to see how much free money you can get instead of taking out student loans and stuff. So my dad had made a lot of money 2 years, but then he had lost his job, so our finances when that he wasn't making that same amount of money as he did 2 years prior. So then once we did that, then I was able to get FAFSA and TAP, but I still had to take out student loans and stuff. So after I got done with that, I moved my stuff in and I met up with my best friend. Now, all the back, I already knew that I was gonna have one friend there, my best friend. But I was a little skeptical about how I was gonna make friends and stuff. So the school that we went to, they had this little 3 day visitation where you visit school, you visit the campus and tour around and stuff like that. So he went, I didn't go. So when he went, he made some friends there. So when I met up with him, he was with them. So I met them, and then from there forward, we became a group. My best friend Kevin, um, Daniel, Say, and Sarah. It was a group of 5 of us in the beginning, right? We used to always go to lunch together, plans to go out together. We used to always hang out at Sade Room. Sade Room was the hangout spot. She lived on the A side. She lived on the A side, so we was always on the A side. It was A side and B side for the dorms. So she lived on the A side. We was always on the A side with Sade. So yeah, it was fun when it was 5 of us. And then, you know, I had a sweet mate named Kevin. And Kevin, he was a little socially awkward. So I was trying to like work with him to like open him up a little bit. So he, because he wasn't like a bad guy. He was just socially awkward. So he just had to get comfortable with like being around people and being able to express his emotions to people and stuff like that. So eventually he became like an honorable mention of the group, right? And then we also had on down the line we also added like this couple named Sia and Alicia to the group. And they were fun too. They were very fun. They liked to party, have fun and stuff. So it was cool. It was cool little group we had going on. It was going good. Of course, we had like little hiccups and little dramas here and there, but it was nothing too major. Kevin, he had a friend named Keisha, and we started hanging out with Keisha too because that was Kevin's friend. So we hanging out with Keisha and stuff. Also, I would say on down the line, like when we hang out with all these people, um, Daniel's best friend, other best friend, had came to the school too. We gonna call him Ty. Okay. When we hanging out with each other, it's going good. It's not too many hiccups. We all supporting each other going through school and the issues we going through with our everyday life, whatever. It's pretty dope for the most part, right? And as I said, we went out to parties with each other. So one night they all went out to a party. Me and Kevin, we didn't go out to the party because I just didn't feel like partying that night. And I'm not really a party going person. I'll go every now and then, but you will not catch me in the club every Friday, every weekend. I'd rather be home, cuddled up. So they went out and they came back, and they all had their little McDonald's and stuff, and it was all a little tipsy and whatnot. Well, some of them was drunk, some was tipsy, and some was over exaggerating being drunk. No, they came back. Keisha had she had misplaced her key card, so she wasn't able to get in her dorm. So Kevin had brought her into our suite. Um, so right there, I'm gonna leave that right there. Okay, I'm not gonna go into information about what happened during that whole time because it can be triggering to Keisha, my sweet mate, probably my friends. I know it's triggering to me, so that's why if I sound a little shaken, it's me like going back and going into that emotion or whatever. So, incident happened between Keisha and my sweet mate, and after the said incident happened, Keisha had came out of my dorm room. What was my roommate? This the thing happened. The incident happened with. So she came in my room and she wasn't too pleased with the performance of what happened or whatever. So she came she came out and she told me that she wasn't too pleased with the performance and that she was gonna go and go to security and get the universal key for all the dorm rooms or whatever. So she goes, she get less in her room, whatever. Okay, so that was Friday night. Saturday, everything was cool. We was talking. They was talking about the party and whatnot, and how much fun they had. And then it was another party that Saturday night, and they went out to that party. Again, I didn't go. I did not want to go. So they went to work Saturday. So then Sunday, you know, Sunday, me and my best friend Kevon is in the lounge, right? And he just put me on about what happened at the Saturday night party. Later, Kevin comes in the lounge and Kevin's like, Keisha said this, that, and the third happened on Friday night, and we went downstairs to um tell the RDs and security what happened. And so me, I'm automatically like, hmm? I didn't drink Friday night, so I pretty much remembered everything that happened um on Friday night in my suite, right? So I'm like, okay. Well, I can't say I knew everything that happened because I wasn't in the room with them. So, but I me and Kevin was like, well, you know, how can why didn't she say something sooner? That was our first question. Because like it happened Friday, you went out again Saturday, then Sunday you filed a report. And I understand people, may deal with things differently than what I would normally. Well, it takes me time to react too. So after I asked that question, I was like, that was a stupid question because everybody heals and cope with stuff differently. So, but this hit home because I'm a victim of the alleged thing that happened. So I'm sympathizing with the situation, and I'm starting to feel bad because like this happened in my suite. This happened in my room, and I was in the living room, but I didn't hear. I heard uh I heard sounds of pleasure. I didn't hear like cries for help and stuff. So I was a little conflicted, and I was trying to wrap my brain around what was going on. So so we told Kevin what we knew because early in that day, they had exchanged numbers and stuff. And those thing, and then Kevin was like, "Yeah, that's crazy." Because Kevin, he had drunk her in the suite, and he, he went to sleep. He's tired. They come in 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And so then now we get all the friends in the lounge, the whole group, and except for Keisha at this point, it's just us, and we discussing what's happening because we already know like she done did this, she done went and told these people, and I know they had to make a big case out of it. It's protocol, you know. So we knew like soon, we know soon sooner or later we was gonna be interrogated, right? And black people, we don't want nothing to do with the law. Looking back now, it's like it's funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. I'm I'm laughing because like our reactions, because like once we found out what she did, everybody was like, "Bitch, we gotta go testify." No, ma'am. We Once we found out what she did, we like, huh? She did what? What happened? We gotta talk to who? So then, I believe like that Monday and Tuesday, pre investigation started, right? Pre investigation started, and they took down like we all had to meet with them and tell them what we remember occurred Friday night leading to Sunday. He was looking for me. It wasn't intentional. I wasn't hiding or nothing. It was just that the times that they was looking for me, and like I had class and stuff. So Monday they couldn't catch me. Tuesday they sending people for me, still couldn't catch me. Wednesday they almost caught me, but I had to go. Thursday they got me. They got me on Thursday. They got me on Thursday. They sure did. I think she was like head of security or something like that, and then the RD, and they had questions. Now I was already nervous and stuff because like this is my first time I ever have to do something like this. Like I was like, this is
Ooh! Ah, the ghetto! The ghetto! The ghetto!
and I'm just like, they like, okay, we gonna ask you a question. I said, y'all gonna ask me no questions. I'm about to sing like a canary. I was like, baby, let me tell you the story how I remember it on my accord. So he was like, okay, tell us what happened. So then I basically told him what happened. I told him, what happened early in that day and how she had wanted his number and they had exchanged numbers and stuff. And I assumed that they was texting throughout the day or whatever. And then when she came back, she was in my dorm. And then like when he went to go take the shit, when he went to go take a shower, she was kept calling him over and over. This, that, and third. And when he got out the shower, she went in the room, and I tell him, I told him she went in the room, and I don't know what happened in the room, but I know I heard noises of pleasure, and she came out, and she was, it wasn't hitting, basically. That's what she's saying. She don't like to do other people if it's not her ex, right? That's what she told me. So, but she made it seem to like the people as if like my friend group, as if like we tried to set her up to be in that situation, when in reality it would look like, we tried to set my roommate up. And that's the part I didn't like. And then she like wanted us to, I don't want to say lie because I don't know what happened in that room. I can only count for what I heard and what was spoken to me after and before the said incident happened, right? So it's like she wanted us to tell the people what she told us, how she saw the story. And we was like, we can't do that. Because what you experience, what we experience is two different things. So we can only tell what we did on that account, what we remember. The pre-investigations went by, and I guess she saw all the statements, heard all the statements, because she has to, she's the plaintiff, so she had to hear all our statements and stuff and figure out rebuttals and write questions down for when the real case comes. Video had surfaced on Snapchat of my best friend saying like he didn't pay $20,000 to come to school and make friends. He came to get his education, get his degree, and go on about his life. So I guess that got back to her. I guess she saw it on Snapchat. Maybe one of her new friends has showed her, whatever. So me in the lounge, right? We in the lounge. I'm helping my best friend study for his test. Me and Kevin. So she's walking in the laundry room and stuff, like walking back and forth. And then she sees us in the lounge. She comes in the lounge the first time. She's like, is there a problem? Right? And we're like, no, it's no problem. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you stop talking to us. We talking about, is there a problem? Weird. So she's like, okay. And then she leaves out. Then she's pacing in the hallway again. She's walking back and forth. Then she goes back into the laundry room and then she's like, oh, she's banging on the washing machine, talking about like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Um, why people keep messing with me? Why people keep messing with me? I don't understand. And she's like banging on the washing machine. She's like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. So she leaves out of the laundry room. She goes back down the hallway towards her own door, and she comes back to the lounge. And she's like, she's like, I'm gonna need y'all to keep my name out your mouth. And we like, what? So I already knew what was about to happen. I already knew because my best friend's a hothead. When she said that, I looked at Kevin. Kevin looked at me. I looked at her. She looked at me. I looked at my best friend. And I see he uneased up on the couch. So he was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, I said, I need y'all to keep my name out your mouths. And then he's like, who's y'all? And then she's like, she's pointing her. She's like, you, and you. And he was like, so he was like, so he's like, so what are you talking about? And then she was like, oh, y'all want to post videos on Snapchat and whatnot. And then he was like, um, he was like, bitch, it don't matter what video was posted on Snapchat. The fact remained the same. I didn't spend $20,000 to come and make friends. So if you want to be my friend, you don't gotta be my friend. And so I'm like, oh my God. So then she's like, you know how basic ghetto girl. Keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. So they going back and forth. And the bitches is getting flyed around. And then he was like, bitch, it's not my fault. You a hoe. And boy, that sent her off the rail. She's like, I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. I wasn't a hoe when you was my friend. And he was like, bitch, yes, you was. You was a hoe then, and you a hoe now. And you God, then like right now they in each other faces. And I'm just sitting there like, I guess this is really happening. So me and Kevin, we rushed up. We rushed up and we instantly like start to separate the two. I'm holding my friend back and they arguing. Kevin done Keisha done got loose from Kevin and she walking towards us, still arguing going back and forth. I see like down the hall in like the front part of the hallway. Someone open up their door and peep their head up. So I assume when they close their door, I assume they call security. Thank God, because after what happened to me, it was nothing else I could do. Okay, Keisha was just gonna get her ass whooped. So I'm still holding my friend back, and he seen her coming, and he flung his arm, and the arm I was holding on to, he flung, and I kid you not, I went flying across the hallway. But I seen that I was gonna go face first into the study hall room. So I had grabbed onto the door of the laundry room and went inside the laundry room. So then I had to like quickly get up. The adrenaline was rushing because I had to quickly get up and make sure that this man do not hit this girl. So I get up, I push him back, and thank God security came. Okay, so that's gonna be in the part one. Okay, part two coming soon. If y'all like this video, if y'all want more story times, like, comment, subscribe, send this video out, baby. Send this video out because we need to get up there. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see y'all next time.